A for loop repeats some code a certain number of times. For 7 times, do this, for example. So for example, imagine if you have an exercise routine that has you do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 5 pull-ups. We could describe this in terms of 3 loops. The first would run 10 times, and with each iteration of the loop, you would run some function called push-up. Or imagine you were shopping, and there were 7 items on your shopping list. So, 7 times you A. Read the next item on your list, B. Walk to that item in the store, and C. Put that item in your basket. Those 3 tasks would run 7 times, or in other words, you'd loop over them 7 times. Sometimes we'll know exactly how many times a loop should run in advance. For example, imagine you were writing the code for a blog, and you knew you wanted to show 10 posts on the front page. So you might run a loop 10 times that grabs the next post and displays it. Other times, the number of times we might want to run some code might vary. So in that same example, imagine we just wanted to show every post in the entire blog all on one page. In that case, we'd run the same loop, where the number of times we run it equals the number of posts in the blog. Some languages supply a special kind of for loop called a for each loop. For each loops come from the observation that a large number of the times when we use loops, we're looping over items in a list, like blog posts in a blog or items on a shopping list. These loops generally always take the same form. A, we find the total number of items in the list and run the loop that many times. And B, at the beginning of each iteration of the loop, we grab the next item on the list and store it in some variable. So a for each loop just simplifies that kind of for loop. Instead of saying, for 7 times, get the next item on my list, go get it, and put it in my basket, it's like saying, for each item on my list, go get it and put it in my basket. Functionally, those are the same, but it's a little bit easier to write and more natural to think about the for each loop than the for loop.